Palm Beach County has access for all, and on this episode, we have a VIP ticket. We are getting a taste of Cuba and all of its goodness. Let's go to India and try a unique take on Indian street food. And saddle up as we go international with the founder of the Gay Polo League and visit a place that has a seat for you no matter who you are. You don't want to miss it. Whether you travel from near or far, you want to be treated like a star. Pop star. We have everything in PBC. If you're single or coming with your family, let's go. We have water slides or yacht rides, entertainment for the day or for the nightlife. Can't forget all the hotels and restaurants, especially with the water. Let's go. Let's go on some shopping sprees. Come with us, we're going to show you all the must-sees. Let's go. Take you places that you can't believe. What's poppin', PBC? What's poppin'? What's poppin', PBC? What's poppin'? What's poppin', PBC? What's poppin'? PBC. Hey, what's poppin', PBC? When you come to Palm Beach County, expect to have some wonderful experiences. But I'm about to have a Cuban experience, which I hear is the ultimate one. And I want to welcome you to What's Poppin' PBC. Dina, you have shown me so much hospitality already. Thank you.
Thank you, Kitty. Thank you for inviting me and having me here.
So listen, I gotta give you a little secret. I did some research and I wanted to know where can I find some of the best Cuban coffee in Palm Beach County. And guess whose name came up?
Don Ramon.
Yes. So I wanted to say how to say it because I was going to say, is it Don Ramon or Ramon?
We had to practice.
Okay, let's practice. Let's do it.
Don
Ramon.
Ramon.
Ooh, it sounds like the kitty cat in me. Kitty London is coming out. So I know you have, of course, more than Cuban coffee, and we are going to taste some of that because I cannot leave without tasting it. Because people have been like, Kitty, you have to go there. But other dishes, let's talk about them and some history about this restaurant.
Kitty, we've been here since 1990. So it's 34 years.
You've been here 34 years?
34 years, yeah.
So you started when you were, what, 10?
Of course. My mommy was carrying me.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Yeah, but this restaurant started in the 1990s, and we've been trying to get more than just the food. It's the whole culture. You know, we bring the music, we have had art shows, we bring cultural events, and just to top it all off, we bring the Cuban style food.
But what is a traditional Cuban food like for education purposes?
Well, what I call it is the most Cubanist meal is the roast pork.
Roast pork.
And every time you go to a party, what you're gonna have is roast pork. Or you go to so we have that dish here, and we prepare it slowly, cooked it overnight. So when it comes in the morning, my cooks start pulling it apart, and it just comes off the bone. So that's one of our most popular dishes. But we do, like you mentioned, we do have other dishes like beef, and prepare in so many different ways.
Okay.
We have the ropa vieja, which means the shredded beef, which means old clothes.
I love to say it like you.
Ropa vieja.
I got to get lessons.
But you have to do it with the action, with an attitude. Ropa vieja.
Oh, yes. I love it.
So it's that one. It's very, very popular. Ropa vieja, and it means old clothes. And then everything that we do, we serve with the side orders. Of course, the black beans cannot be missing. We have red beans, and red beans are usually mostly cooked in all Latin America.
Nice.
We have the white beans, which is a dish that we imported, I call it, from the Spaniards. So it's a lot of influences into the Cuban food.
I'm not going to be able to walk after this. Dina, what do we have going on here?
We have a lot of series of dishes here, but what you have in front of you is the ropa vieja that we talked about, and it's the shredded beef with the tomato-based sauce, and it has you can taste that it's very tender. We cook it so you don't have to do a lot of chewing, and it's just delicious. And That will be the red beans. It has potatoes in it. It has chorizo. I hope you like chorizo.
Oh my gosh, this is good. And what do you have over there?
I'm having the fritas cubanas, which is a version of the hamburger. These are like the sliders.
Okay.
And the beef itself, the patties are made of with chorizo, pork, and beef.
And you have little flags in there. So cute. Great. Are those little, like, French fries?
Little French fries, yes, teeny French fries. And that's typical of them, and it's served with raw onions inside. And we have a secret sauce in them, so they're not too dry.
Okay.
And it's prepared, with tomato base. It's a little on the sweet sour side, and it makes it special. That's what the Cubans do to this the sliders. It's called la frita cubana.
La frita
Cubana.
cubana. And then you have, these are the plantain chips?
Plantain chips. Those are like a staple on the tables, and this mostly all Latin Americas you eat it. It adds that crunchy texture to your meal.
That's delicious.
And that's a mojo that it's a Cuban. It consists of sour orange and onions and garlics, and that's what it just drops a little flavor into them. Because by themselves they're kind of not too much taste to it, so you have to add some kind of sauce.
Delicious. And we talked about the fish, and voila, the whole fish is there.
I know, a lot of people get scared with it, but
Really?
it's delicious. And when it's fried, it's even better. And when you eat the crunchy part of it, it's just delicious.
I can see the seasoning on there. It looks absolutely amazing. And then we have another option over there.
Yeah, if you don't like the head or the tail, you always can get a fillet. And it's the whole red snapper fillet that we have.
These chips are absolutely amazing. What makes this spot so special? Because I know, people do have choices when they come to Palm Beach County, but I definitely want them to have the ultimate Cuban experience. So just tell us a little bit about what makes this place so special.
Well, I think, and honestly, I think in everything you do, you have to put your heart into it. And when we first started, we started to know the people, our community, getting involved with the community, and we've seen these families grow. They have come, kids have come here from going to high school, they go away from college, then they come back, they get married, they come back with their kids. So that's, to me, it's like the community, it's really what makes us.
I am a lifetime customer at this point because the food and drinks, the hospitality, the dessert, the decor is absolutely amazing. When are your hours of operation here?
We open from 11 to 9 on weekdays and 11 to 10 on the weekend.
And if people want to find you, do you have a website as well?
Of course we do. It's DonRamonRestaurant.com.
DonRamonRestaurant.com. So I want to thank you again for having us on What's Poppin' PBC. Listen, you got to follow us to know where the best places in Palm Beach County are. And I am about to give you a toast because you have
for letting me be part of this.
Oh,
Absolutely. Always welcome. Thank you.
now that was the ultimate Cuban experience. Up next, we're off to India. Buckle up your seatbelts.
Each trail a new opportunity to hit that step count and to take in the fresh air. Escape into the natural side. With over 50 miles of trails in the Palm Beaches, there's plenty to explore, hike, bike, and run through. Adventure awaits. Discover the Palm Beaches at thepalmbeaches.com.
Masala Mantra Indian Cuisine grand opening was giving style, class, and more importantly, good food. I spoke with the couple who was behind the vision. Thank you for coming on What's Poppin' PBC.
Thank you so much for having us, and welcome to Masala Mantra Indian Cuisine. We're an Indian restaurant here, but not a traditional Indian restaurant. We're here to modernize the street food that you find in India.
Nice, yeah. Well, this is my first time. I've never had Indian food before. Can you tell me, for a first timer, what makes Indian food pop so much?
So it's all about the different spices we use. If you know about the Indian food, so it's all about the different spices which we use in different food, which makes all different flavors.
I think it's the combination of spices that we use that gives you different flavors, but you're using the same spices that everybody else uses.
So is it really spicy? Because like, is it hot or
So
mild?
I think that's the biggest misconception that everybody has. When we say spice, they mean hot. But it's not that. Spice is actually flavor. Each spice has a different flavor, and how a blend of spices can add different flavors to your food. That is what we are trying to offer at this restaurant, where we are using traditional spices but giving it a modern touch to cater it to the people who are at Royal Palm Beach.
What's your favorite dish here?
I actually love this. This is a chicken lollipop. And the chicken lollipop, because it kind of looks like a lollipop and it tastes great. I feel like a lot of what they do here is just bring, street food in Mumbai like onto your table with like good fresh quality and like something that you grew up like eating. So it's great. Like this is absolutely my favorite.
I love what you said, street food. Because when you think about that, you're like, wait a minute, what is street food? What can I?
Right.
It sounds good.
It is.
It's food that you found on the street.
Right, exactly. I think even the one that he mentioned, like the guava, you get that on the street. A lot of stuff that you get here, pani puri shot, which they've like twisted it with alcohol.
Nice.
And you have the pav bhaji fondue, which is like a fondue. Usually it's just the pav bhaji, but the way that they've twisted everything and it sort of like brings back all the memories, and the food is amazing. The taste is absolute. All right.
All right, let's try the
Okay, let's do it.
lollipop.
All right. What do you think?
This is good.
This is good, right?
Well, I am sitting with one of the biggest stars here today, 10-year-old designer. How are you?
Good.
So let me just cut some rumors down, because I was like, wait a minute, he's 10 years old. He designed this restaurant on Minecraft. Talk about that. That is absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Well, I actually designed the interior. I just had to vision it for them, like set everything layout to see if it was right for them. And if not, I could just make changes here and there just to make this thing look perfect.
You are amazing. So do you want to be an architect when you grow old?
Yeah. I just had this love for like designing and building.
So let's talk about this appetizer in front of us. What is this?
That's our stuffed mushrooms.
Okay.
So the mushroom is stuffed with spinach and cream cheese, but it's coated with the tandoori spices, which has got like red chilies, ginger garlic, and yogurt and chickpea flour. And then it's cooked in the tandoor. I'm not sure if you know, but a tandoor is like
Oh, tell me.
special oven that we have where we make the breads, the naans, and the tandoori items.
Speaking of all this great food, and I'm tempted now to try this dish. Can we do it? Let's do it together, all right?
Absolutely.
This is good. Now, that was my first time trying Indian food, but it will not be my last. Polo, anyone? But first, I need to walk off all this food on a good nature trail. Nature girl! Wow! Once again, I'm out in nature. You know, the place that I love the most. And you know I'm being sarcastic. But I had to bring someone along with me who can give me a tour, because I know nothing about nature. But I got my girl here, Rosa from Total Fitness, who comes out here to get fit, but also
to take healthy steps and to watch nature. I love nature centers because you come out here and sometimes you get to see the most amazing things. I've seen alligators fighting out here. I've seen them mating. I've seen an alligator chasing a raccoon. I've seen a lot. I've been coming out here about 5 or 6 years, and I've seen a lot over the years. So this is a big draw. This is what people come out here for during the season to see, the Woodstock birds. This time of the year, they come out here and they mate and they nest, and they have the little one. Look at the little ones. Look, look. The males are the ones that build the nest. They're the ones that you see flying back and forth with the sticks in their mouths. And the females are the ones that's regurgitating in the small babies' mouths to feed them. And this is the best time of the year to come here because this is the huge draw here. This is the big gotcha. These Woodstock birds, this is what people come from all over the country to see. Yeah, there's lots of iguanas out here. There's some, the big, huge red, the orange looking ones. They look like they have a beard. No, oh no, I'm afraid of those. I'm so afraid of those. So over here is usually where the Big George hangs out. Big George is one of the biggest alligators out here. When you see him, you'll know why. There's an alligator. There's an alligator. Now we gotta growl to get him a little closer. The growl is like a mating thing. So if it's a male, he's gonna turn in the direction that he hears the growl because the male growls at the female and the female growls back. That's a mating, and this is mating season. So.
Wellington is known for being the home of many beautiful horses, but it's also the place that celebrates the diversity of the LGBTQ+ community. I met with founder Chip McKinney, founder of the Gay Polo League, to tell us all about it. Welcome to another episode of What's Poppin' PBC, and I have popped up on the green. I am so happy to be with the infamous Chip from GPL. First of all, I love your branding.
Thank you very much.
Tell us what the GPL stands for.
GPL stands for Gay Polo League.
Okay.
And we're the only gay polo league in the world.
Only in the world.
Only in the world.
See, this is why I like What's Poppin' PBC. We get exclusive interviews.
It's
So
true.
Tell us how it started.
Well, it started, I was living in Los Angeles,
Okay.
and I was interested in sort of creating a new community and finding a new tribe for myself. And I was interested in horses, I was interested in sports. And somebody suggested I take a polo lesson, and I did. And literally, like right away, I thought this is a great sport for LGBT people.
So
Fast forward now, and that was in 2006. In 2007, because I was aware of Wellington being the horse capital of the world and the jewel in the crown, I decided I wanted to produce an international gay polo tournament. And I came in 2010, didn't know anybody, and we had like 900 spectators show up, and we brought 4 teams. And we've done it every year since then, and we'll continue to do it every year since then, and we continue to draw a lot of people to this event.
Well, tell us why we're here this weekend, because I'm ready for tonight, but we'll get into that.
All right. So tonight, this is the second night of our 3-day event, which is called the Lexus International Gay Polo Tournament, presented by Douglas Elliman.
Okay.
We have players that have flown in, LGBT polo players and some allies, who have flown in from 8 countries to participate in our tournament. So on the first day, which is Thursday, we do a VIP sponsors reception for players and sponsors to thank them. Tonight, we do the GPL Presents Wigstock. So it's a wig party. Well, you might want to come. Anyway, it's a wig party, but we use it to raise money for LGBT charities. And this year, our charity partner is the Elton John AIDS Foundation.
A community that shares a love for adventure, fun, and the beautiful, challenging sport of polo. At the end of it all, $100,000 was raised. A job well done. We couldn't talk about polo without grabbing a player, so I had to grab Gustavo, aka Gus. How are you?
I am great. Yes, we are having a really, really fun time. Like, it's a lot of work, but then when I start the party, it's super, super fun. And like you finish and you say, okay, go to do one more week.
So as a player though, how do you prepare for a tournament this size?
We train in my personal life. I train a lot in swimming, bicycle, in another different sports. And when I ride these tournaments, I start to try to play 3-4 times a week, or ride or play or whatever. I have a contact with a horse. Then the last few weeks after the tournament, last 2 weeks, we start to play practice more fast to feel this in the horse, and your muscle be ready in your legs for this super strong the contact you need to have with the horse when you need to stop or something. We prepare for when we are here, we can do this. We can go full speed and then we can go and stop.
Tomorrow's our finals of the GPL tournament.
Okay.
So we have 2 matches. We have one at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we have one at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So gates open at noon. And what you'll see when you hear it's more than just a polo game, it's really an experience. And for people who haven't been to it, and they ask me to describe it, I always say it's like the love child between Burning Man and Pretty Woman. Everybody who comes arrives happy, and when they leave, they're even happier, which I'm very proud of.
I love the word everyone, because that means we have access for everyone.
We do.
Diversity, and it's a family event too.
Yeah. Well, speaking of diversity, I'm very proud to say that 2 years ago we were inducted into the Palm Beach Sports Hall of Fame as champions for diversity, equity, and inclusion. And that was a big deal for us because we are a different event. We are a family event. We want people to feel comfortable to bring their parents or bring their kids, and we want everybody to come here knowing that they will be 100% safe. And that's important. And I'd like to give a plug, if I could, to the Village of Wellington and to Palm Beach County, who not only encourage us to be here, but they enable us to be here. They're supportive, they're sponsors, they attend our events. I mean, they've really made it, they've echoed loud and clear that Palm Beach County is a safe place for all people.
Up next, I found a place that has a seat for everyone.
It's the roar of the crowd on opening day. It's having a catch in the backyard. Baseball. It's more than a game. It is life. And in the Palm Beaches, you can live it all year long. Whether at Roger Dean Stadium or the ballpark of the Palm Beaches, few places have the same level of dedication to America's pastime. Come and discover your perfect game at thepalmbeaches.com. It's a celebration. The celebration of a culture and the celebration of a majestic creature. A creature capable of not just elegance, but of spirit and fire, where a lifetime of dedication and perseverance is given a stage for the world to see. Discover the epitome of the equestrian lifestyle. For more about the Palm Beaches, visit thepalmbeaches.com.
The Kravis Center for Performing Arts has something for everyone. Arts, entertainment, but first, let's hear about the education.
Hello, Tracy.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
So when I think about the Kravis Center, I think of one E word, and of course that's entertainment. But you also have education here, which I'm really excited to hear about.
Yes, we have education and engagement. So in the school time, after school time, for young children, for adults, we have so many different programs throughout the season year-round. So we're active year-round. And we have a lot of programs that serve students directly, and then we have a lot of programs that serve teachers directly, and then also those members of our patron community that come to see our performances. One program we're super proud of is our DeGeorge Academy. And that program is, we're going on year 12 of that program, where we look to our music teachers from the area schools to nominate students at their Title I elementary schools and middle schools now for students who might have an interest in dance and building skills in dance, in acting, and in vocal performance. So we have students that started with us that are now graduating university, those that decided to take a career path and go to school, others that in terms of their higher ed, others that have decided to go on another path and go on a more commercial path and maybe vocational training right after they graduate from high school. So we have students that are really here to build on their social emotional learning skills, but also their arts area and their creativity and respecting others and learning more about themselves and becoming more and more empowered and confident in their gifts that they have.
I generally love pop music, but I am trying to expand my genre over to classical. And someone told me to talk to Philip to tell me all about the classical choices that are here at the Kravis Center. So Philip, spill the beans. I got to hear about this.
I'm so glad you came and asked me. We have a long history here at the Kravis Center. It's 42 years and counting now. It was known as the Regional Arts Series. It's now called the Classical Concert Series. We present the world's greatest orchestras.
The world's greatest.
The world's greatest. I promise, you look at that list and you will see the finest orchestras from around the world and from around this country.
Nice. So you give people a little bit of everything. When they come from out of town, if they want to find a great orchestra, come here.
Absolutely. There's always the leading soloists who join these orchestras. Major conductors or their music directors are with them. The programs will feature the romantic and classical masters that people might expect. Mozart, Beethoven, Brahms, Rachmaninoff. There are always modern compositions on our programs. Living composers, today's leading composers are always featured on the orchestra program.
Now you got me a little more excited about classical. I'm not gonna lie, at first I was like, yeah, I'm a little hard sell, but your enthusiasm, another E word, got me excited. So I can't wait to see more. And please make sure you check out their website. There are plenty of seats here, and one has your name on it. I just got schooled on classical music, so I think I'm a little sold. But I heard that you are the man that's going to tell me about all the shows that you have at the Kravis Center, because you are the director of marketing, honey. So spill the beans on what you have here.
That's pretty funny. I am the director of marketing, and we do have a lot of different shows here. We have everything, like you said, from classical music all the way to comedy, because you know laughter is great for the soul. Wait a minute,
you have comedy here now?
We do. We have a lot of different comedians that are on our stage this year, and we're planning for a whole bunch more for next year as well. In addition to that, we have kids shows, right? Disney shows. We have what else do we have? Oh, we have rentals, right? So like, for instance, Palm Beach Orchestra comes and performs on our stage. Miami Ballet, they come and perform on our stage. So it's all types of different organizations that we support. Not only do we present, but we also support here in this community.
And I love how you broke it down, because listen, being in the community, I drive by here all the time. And before I actually step my feet in the building, I was like, that is huge.
Yeah, it's big.
Very intimidating. And I'm like, do they have a seat for me here?
They have a seat for you here, and you should never feel intimidated to come in here, because it's welcome for all. And you can see it by our programming. Our programming is specific to this community to make sure it's inclusive for everyone.
Well, there's some shows that do put that little oomph, as you say, in your heart. You have something coming up soon?
Well, I don't know if it's gonna put the in your heart. It might put the wah in your whole body, okay?
Oh, I like that.
Like a wah in your whole body.
Okay.
So we have something called Space Explorers The Infinite that's coming.
Space
Explorers.
Okay.
The Infinite.
The Infinite.
It's an immersive virtual reality exhibition.
Say what now?
It's an immersive virtual reality exhibition featuring 360-degree video of space. So what we're doing is we're asking patrons to come, right? And what they do is they're gonna experience the lives of astronauts, their daily lives. They're also gonna be able to take a walk through the International Space Station. And then they're also gonna see these magnificent views of Earth.
So you are stepping your game up now.
We are stepping our game up. We realize that virtual reality and immersive exhibitions, that's the next wave of things that are coming through. And so that's what we're planning to do with Space Explorers The Infinite.
I feel like I've been around the world in 30 minutes. Palm Beach County is a place that's full of diversity and flavor.
Until I pop up next time, this is Kitty London signing off.